Hey, how's everybody doing out there today? I'm gonna go for a small bike ride again, and I'm 4K 24 frames, and I bumped the EV up to plus 1.0. I need to do one more thing. I need to lower the ISO maximum. No, I think I'm gonna leave it 100 through 1600. Let's get going. I'm gonna have to do one thing. I'm gonna have to loosen up my rear wheel, readjust it so I feel a little bit of a drag on the bike. They don't stop. They don't stop. They just run the red light. I would have been hit if he didn't stop. Unbelievable, man. Go a little slower to the stop sign. Hyper smooth on. It's on high because there's no low or medium. It's off, high, a boost. And we're looking at the sunrise. Oh, what a beautiful sunrise coming up. I talked about sprocket, the front sprocket. Now, what is a front sprocket of a bicycle? That thing right down between my legs, pedaling by my feet. That's the sprocket. And the only way for my answer is I got to go count the sprocket, the teeth of the gear. And then I could go look for a smaller one. And the reason for that is I want a little easier pedaling action. Really enjoying my GoPro Hero 10. Oh, yes, I am. I'm having a great time with it. I don't have a single issue. 4 times is a charm. Is it 3 times a charm? Now, I have a Surface Pro 4 and I just watched the video, and they taken apart the screen with the heat gun, 100 Celsius. And when they pulled it apart, they got right to the SSD card. And they changed it out, but they didn't show that. After the change, right, the problem was you got to use a USB slot to boot it up every time, because the SSD card modification doesn't reload Windows or whatever. So I'm most sure you can do it changing the SSD card out and just use your machine. I think what I'm going to do is just up the SDXC card to the highest capacity possible. And the only way I could get an answer to the highest capacity card is getting with Microsoft and asking them. I have a 256 SSD. I like to get at least by 12 to 1 terabyte in there, and then I wouldn't have a single problem putting on the software and doing the editing work I want. And why? I already got 2 editing programs, PowerDirector 19, PowerDirector 20. Why do I have both? Well, one I don't love and the other I don't like. Did that make sense? I love one and I don't like the other in a way. And I have Magic's Movie Edit Pro Premium 2022. I use 2 softwares because each one has a little different thing than the other one has, right? Now, I want to put DaVinci Resolve 17 on it. And I want to thank Epson. And I want to thank Steve WB. They use DaVinci Resolve and they love the software. I also use the Mora 9, and the reason why I use all different softwares, one thing has something different than the other. The Mora 9 has these titles, and these titles are awesome, man. They're different. And Resolve, I like what Epson he put on there at the beginning of one of his videos, his recent ones, the titles of his. I'm going to turn my camera around. You can almost see the dew come off the grass. Oh yeah, this is a 4K 24 frames per second, you know, hyper smooth stabilization at the wee hours of sunrise. You can almost see the light, the dew come off the grass. Maybe within another half an hour to an hour, you'll see that moisture. Listen real careful. You can almost hear my bike talking to me, and that tells me, like I said earlier on in the video, I gotta adjust the brakes. I feel it dragging. Maybe I'll just loosen up the back just a trifle. Yeah, so, you know, I tried loosening up the bicycle, brakes on it. Do the trick. Did you see those tire marks? That's how I stay right on track with the seam cuts there. This is considered an awesome shot if you had the right camera, the right focal length. And why is that? Look at the top rail. See all the dewdrops, the washer, the water moisture. I call it the washer. And that would take a great picture, and that's what I'm going to go do right now. Now I got a whole bunch of shots on the photo, the default, and I just basically only changed the field of view. I could have spit out field of view. I hope the video is doing good. I hope the vlog is doing good. I hope you got some information out of it. I lowered my EV value back to 0. And I'm just heading over here because you can see the moisture coming up. Yellow, mustard yellow, and royal blue. Those are the colors. Oh man, this brings back a lot of memories. And that's the shortcut I would go in with my dogs. I hit a dead end. Can't go no more. Ah, there goes the squirrel, man. Let's catch up to him. Up the tree he goes. Yeah. Heading to the skate park. Am I gonna be doing some fun stuff? Sure. Go set the camera up. My tires are wet and I got no brakes. Are you crazy? I apologize for all the graffiti. What a way to ruin the park. Let me head on out to the water and go have some fun. Join me, walk with me. What? You think I'm crazy? Leave my bike behind? I said walk with me, I didn't say come with the bicycle. Lady Flamingo's going out and they're gonna have some fun catching some fish, and the sun is rising right over there. Never you're gonna get a quiet moment in the city. Ah, the natural sounds of city life. You're gonna hear a lot of traffic, buses, you name it. I like my GoPro Hero 10. It does a great job. No issues for me. A beautiful camera. Overheating. That may be your issue. I don't shoot hours on end and the camera will do just fine. If I could get 10 minutes of video, I'm happy. 10 minutes is happy. That's all you ever want to shoot. Who's going to use a camera that's going to last an hour and a half at 4K? 90 minutes of runtime. That's awesome, but you can set all this up yourself. I shot all this about 80 some odd % battery, wasn't full. Now I feel it did a great job this morning, not one single issue. I gotta go and set up my profiles and off we go. So I'm gonna end this and say, hey, put the camera away in my pocket. clean up my bike, and head on home and go have some coffee and get on out, do my job. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a great day. Any questions you have, post down below on the GoPro. You never know with GoPro. You never know. Never know.